Hey Austin, sorry for the poor microphone quality. My microphone actually just broke right now, so if there's anything you don't understand and you want me to reiterate, just let me know in the DMs, and I'll be happy to reiterate for you. So first things first that I'm noticing is there's a very big emphasis on stagnant energy. These two cards. This one is dealing more with your family life, and this one is dealing more with where you currently are in life. So what I'm seeing is that there's going to be a lot more light shed on your family life. I don't know if you're going through family troubles right now, but I feel like this is more towards, they're gearing you towards something more conventional to do with your career path. I feel like you've mentioned what you want to do, and they're either not supporting you or maybe against it because they don't feel like it's a path that everybody chooses and that it's not an attainable path. I feel like this also, well, I'm not even gonna say I feel like, I see it in the cards right here. This causes a lot of more like emotional, mental stress on you. I feel like sometimes you overthink the goals, or you try to make goals that are harder to attain, or like you should be minimizing your goals so you reach them time by time yet again. But I feel like you set one big goal and you try and you try and you try, but it's not a goal that you can reach easily. So that kind of hurts your self-esteem a little bit. I'm also seeing imposter syndrome here. So when I'm seeing imposter syndrome, you feel like, who are you to do this work, or who are you to even, try, when there's people in the field that maybe have been trying to get it to do it for many, many years. But honestly, you just have to get yourself out of that creative funk. There's a stagnation when it comes to not just yourself emotionally. This card represents emotions and creativity, but there's stagnation in not only you emotionally but also you creatively. I feel like you create and then the creativity wears off, so you don't create for a good long time. And like I said, that's causing real stagnant energy. And there's a need to break habits. I feel there's a lot of habits that cause you to fall back into this place of overthinking, of feeling like an imposter, like you shouldn't be the one doing this work, or that there's other people more qualified than you to do this work. But you really just have to open yourself up to change, which is this card right here. You have to open yourself up to change. You have to be willing to let go of all those old habits that really aren't, giving you the best, or you have to recognize them. You have to start by recognizing them. One of this is the imposter syndrome that's right here. You're not always going to be stagnant, by the way. I see you clearing a lot of that fog with this 10 of Wands. I see you clearing a lot of that fog and just going into a better place. What was your next card? Is there anything important that you are ignoring? Okay, so let me see what you're ignoring. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way, Austin. Thanks for booking with me. Oh, shit. Is there anything important you're ignoring? If you see me looking over there, by the way, I wrote your questions down. Is there anything important you are ignoring? Here it is again. Oop. Sure. Now, this is the second time the Wheel of Fortune has popped up. So is there anything important you're ignoring? Yes, you are trying to move forward through the stagnation. You are trying to maybe go out and partying and trying to ignore it, but I actually do. It's funny because I actually do see you trying to go out and party and trying to stir up that creativity. But let me tell you right now, you're not going to find that creativity in the clubs or the party scenes or any of those other places. Believe me. Yeah, you're ignoring the fact that you feel stagnant and that you're trying to cope in other ways. Partying, celebrating, going out. You're trying to cope in other ways when you actually have to deal with it head on. Here's that family feuding thing I said before. There's a need for you to recognize it. Honestly, whatever is said with you and your family, I'm not telling you forgive them. I understand sometimes family members are shitty, but you should come to a better place within yourself. Every action doesn't deserve a reaction. So if your parents might say something backhanded to you, you can just walk away. They are going to come into terms with what you want and your dreams, even if they don't agree with it. And that's what it's telling you here. 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles right here is standing for the foundation. So you're not going to come into a completely good terms with whatever's going on in your family, but you are going to come into a place where you can create from that place. One of the reasons why you may be feeling stagnant is because once your family keeps giving you the same idea of no, you can't do this, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do this, it kind of sticks to the back of your mind, and you start self-doubting again. You start feeling like maybe I can't do this, which is not the case at all. Because look, these cards go hand in hand. So like I said, death, change, that was one of the minor cards from the beginning, but it's here front and center as one of the main cards, meaning that you really can't hold on to those ideas that you can't achieve a goal, those ideas that what you're thinking of doing is unattainable. You have to kind of define your own idea of success. It might not be what your parents think, it might not be what the conventional idea of success, but you might have a different idea of your success, and that's what matters, honestly, till the end. I don't know if you are currently dealing with somebody, but I see a big card here, which is the Lovers and Justice. So when Justice is reversed, it means that somebody's not taking accountability for what they're doing. And in here, it's the accountability and romance. So either that's you not taking accountability for things that you've done, or it's her not taking accountability for lack of vulnerability or codependency. But if you are in a relationship, that's the lack of accountability that's showing up here. Which is funny, because your next question is, what do you need to know about your love life? So let's see what it says about your love life. What does Austin need to know about his love life? Oh, did I tell you? It's popping up again. What does Austin need to know about his love life? Alright, so big thing here, Austin. There's kind of a need, like I said before, you already saw this card, it's the 10 that change. There needs to be, something needs to change. And somebody here is over emotional, over clingy, kind of codependent, and there's look, the freaking, sorry, I'm trying to show you, but, and it's really just, it comes from a place of like home life. This person, I don't know if it's you or her, but it stems from their home life, and they need a lot of reassurance. Like, they need to be reassured that everything's okay, that the relationship is going well. I'm not saying that you guys can't be together if you are dealing with somebody. I'm saying that there needs to be accountability. Somebody needs to take accountability for, yes, I need healing and I'm willing to continue this relationship and to grow and to change. But there needs to be a willingness to do so. This person is more than willing to change and to do what they need to, but you need to hold them accountable. You guys need to hold each other accountable, honestly. There's room here for both. Here's that card again. See? You guys can have a happy life together. Look, the sun popped out reversed, popped out in your first reading, but Like I said, there needs to be accountability. Um, you have to take things slow. I feel like this person is used to not moving fast, but they need time. They need time to process things. They need time to kind of just build a decent relationship with you if you are dealing with somebody. To build a stable relationship with you because there's a lot of hurt there. Um, Past relationships, I feel sort of codependency coming from them. Um, but nobody's unlovable. You just have to you just have to be willing to put in the effort and to give 50-50. You know, it's not always going to be 50-50. Sometimes they'll give you 40 and you have to put in the other 80, but as long as you guys are willing to work on it and to better it, you can make it there. um I also see you trying to start some new, like, I don't know if it's a business project, a business venture, but I see you trying to start something and it's going to take a lot of your time. So it may weigh on the relationship. Sorry about that. It may weigh on the relationship, but you just have to firmly say, "Hey, like, I'm working on some things. It's not that I'm ignoring you. Um I am interested in you. It's just this project is taking some time away from this. We'll get back to it, but just know that I'm not doing anything I'm not supposed to. It's just I have other things that I want to take, that I want to do. You know." And what's your last question? What can you learn from the past? That's a good question, Austin. Round of applause for you, man. I don't see a lot of self-aware men. Woo! Okay. What can Austin learn from his past? Dude, Austin, these cards, man, these cards. I'm only gonna leave it to 3 because they're pretty intense. So basically, you can learn that you have everything it takes to, give in a relationship. You're a very giving person, but you also need to make sure that you take accountability. Didn't we see this card earlier? That you need to take accountability for, who you've been in the past, what you've done, what you've said, and just come to terms with it. You have to give yourself room to grow emotionally. You have to give yourself time as well. Let me see what else is telling you. Basically, it's saying healing is not going to be done in a day as long as you take personal responsibility for what you've done and come to terms with it. Don't guilt trip yourself. Don't guilt trip anybody else. Things happen. Come to terms with that. Come to terms with that, and you'll find yourself at a better place. You'll find yourself more open to new relationships or even healing your current relationships. Yeah. Be patient. Be patient. You got to make sure that you're patient when coming to terms with what, who you've been, what you've done. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with those around you because we're all fighting our own struggles, and it's basically telling you that. And I see this more revolving around your home life because I do see, like I said, the Five of Wands came out, which is disagreement. You might be fighting with people at home, and it's causing, a strain in your career or your job, but be patient. Be patient, Austin. What was your last question? What should you look out for? Ooh, good question. Man, you're a self-aware man. I feel like I'm talking to you right now just by looking at these cards. What should Austin look out for? Whee. Man, I don't know what is going on, but the Death card has appeared in almost all of your spreads, man. You really need to let it go. Do you see this? Austin! Justice again. Austin, I can't make this shit up. Austin! I really can't make this shit up. I'm telling you. I'm upset. All right, Austin. All right. What should you look out for? Look out for people that aren't willing to give you what you deserve. Look out for you being stuck in creative ventures. Look out for people that are just trying to mooch on your good nature. Look out for people that aren't willing to take accountability of what they've done. I don't know if there's a paternal figure coming through. I don't know if it's your dad, your grandpa, but there's someone here that has just always lived in kind of their same old, same old. I'm not even sure if it's your mom. It's somebody. Somebody in your family is always on their same old path. And they're kind of always stuck in that path. So they're kind of trying to project it on you. They want you to kind of be stuck in your path, your ways. But they're coming through really strong. And it's, don't take offense to it, is what I'm feeling from this. It's, don't take offense to how they are. This is the only way they've learned how to survive. This is the only way that they know how to be, but you don't have to be that way. And it's coming through really, really, really clear. Also be willing to take those risks and take those changes when it comes to your career and your your life path. This card has already popped up twice. So be willing to make, so is this one. So be willing to make those changes for yourself. Don't be stuck in that imposter syndrome. Don't try to party your way out of your creativity. You can be creative. I feel like you create and then you go long periods of time without creating again. And then you create and then you go long periods of time without creating again. And that's more due to your environment. I feel like if you're away in a healthy manner, I'm not saying go to a club every weekend. I'm saying go somewhere where that's quiet, maybe out of nature, maybe art gallery, somewhere where you can take in that creative energy so that you can create more rapidly. I feel like the reason that you're stagnant is because you create and then you don't create again for a while because of the environment you're in and because of where you put yourself. Like if you continue to party thinking that it's gonna mix up the things that you got in your head and help you create, that's not how it's gonna work. You literally have to put yourself in a creative environment so that you can create, whether that's an art gallery, whether that's a bookstore, somewhere where your mind is being stimulated so that you can get to that place. And when you do, you'll be able to create again and again and again. And actually speak from a clear place of what you want and what you want to achieve, as well as create from that place. Let me see if there's any more messages for you here. I'm really upset that some of the same cards have been popping up again and again. It's literally telling you, like, you're not going to be stagnant forever. Any more messages for Austin? Sorry, I stayed quiet because I was really thinking about all the cards that just kept popping up. Is there any more messages for Austin? Wow. Don't dwell on the past. Leave the past where it belongs. We've already pulled this card again. I'm upset because they keep popping up. Don't dwell on the past. Move forward. You can create the life you want, the career you want, but you just can't let your mind keep telling you that, the past was better than the present is. This has to do a lot with your relationship, by the way. Don't let the past drag you back there, making it seem like it was better than it was. Making it kind of glorified, because it wasn't. You really just have to sit yourself down and tell yourself, it's over with. And you have to continue moving forward in your current relationships or your new relationships. If you're not in a relationship, there's one that's coming. But you have to be aware that this person is going to be very, very needy, very codependent, if you're not already. And like I said, it has to do more with their upbringing and their home life and stuff like that. So if you're seeing like this person is somebody that you're willing to take that for, then, you know, by all means. But if not, you have your own choices to make. You can move forward in your creative ventures as soon as you're out of this, you know, stagnant period, which you are going to be out of it pretty soon, like I said. And whatever you feel calls to you, do it. Even if it's kind of like a short-term thing, I feel once you get your feet in there, you'll be able to make more money, more connections, when in regarding to this career path. So Austin, thank you for booking with me. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me through Twitter DM. And have a happy Valentine's Day.